welcome back. Today I have a sketchbook tour for you. This is my messy sketchbook. It is my second messy sketchbook. I've already shown you one of these on my channel, and this is the second one. I completed this one in just a little over a year. It is full of a lot of stuff. It kind of starts off with like more pen stuff, and then it gets a little more colorful towards the end. So yeah, I'm just gonna take y'all through it. In case you're curious what kind of sketchbook this is, really quick, this is what it looks like originally. I just kind of painted over it with some acrylic paint, but it is Master's Touch. You can get this at Hobby Lobby. It's mixed media, 180 GSM, and it's made for wet or dry media. So, and yeah, it's a pretty good, you know, messing around kind of sketchbook. This one actually has white paper in it, and this one has more of a cream paper. But yeah, let's dive into this thing. So I started this sketchbook January 2003, and I finished it this month in February 2004. And for this one, I wasn't really trying to complete it fast or anything. This was mostly, like, it started out just to get ideas down. Some of the ideas I used, some of the ideas I did not use. This one, I have a video on my channel where I paint this in acrylic. It's something that I saw while I was editing one of my intuitive painting videos. I kind of saw something in all the shapes, and so I was kind of trying to get down the layout of what I thought it looked like. So, and then I was playing around with the colors that I might use. This page is a painting that I started and I have not finished it, mostly because I felt like I had to be way too detailed and it was just taking so long. So I kind of fell out of love with it. But it's downstairs and it's like halfway painted, but it's like this lazy bird in a birdhouse where he's collected all these things. I really like the idea. I'm glad I sketched it out because like it's here forever. So when I go to restart that painting, I'll be able to just come back and look at this for reference. These, I actually did my triangle paintings. I have a whole nother video where I painted those. These were just some kind of random ideas that pop into my head, and so I just kind of sketched them out. This is like a robot and a deer. I think I was wanting to do a light effect, like stained glass, and make it a tree where the leaves were like butterflies, and so the sun was like coming through the leaves. I think that's what I was trying to sketch out there. These are just some doodles. Here I was trying to come up with like a cute character that I liked. It kind of just morphed into this. And this is my little lunch bag guy, which I have here. So I kind of sketched out some different scenarios of a lunch bag and like him next to certain things. I actually painted this one in another video of mine. And this was just a collection of things. I think I was scrolling through Pinterest and I came across this picture and a light bulb and a big jar of honey. I love this jar of honey. It was so fun to draw. And I think I was really trying to focus on drawing when I first started this sketchbook. I love this claw machine. I like put a whole bunch of little hidden gems in there. And then this, I actually did my first gouache painting. I painted this, and I have a video on that one. And here I'm playing around with drawing again. I find like it's easier for me to draw from references than to draw from my imagination, but I like painting from my imagination better than painting from a reference. I don't know why that is, but anyway, these are reference pictures. I think they're from Pinterest as well. Some of them might be from Pexels, I don't remember. This was definitely something on Pinterest, I think, and I just recreated it. And then this I did from my own brain, so weird frog. This is also watercolor pencil, so I was kind of playing around with watercolor pencil. These are some more little sketches. This is, maybe you can look up what that is. Secrets. This one I turned into a painting. This painting is also filmed and on my channel. This is like a little doodle sketch of a bunch of bugs underneath like some strawberry plants. This This page I was watching a lot of Peter Draws. I love Peter Draws. He's like hilarious and so fun to watch. And a lot of his stuff he does that's just kind of like line work with an ink pen. And it's just kind of like, it seems like kind of mindless doodling. So that's kind of what I did while I was watching one of his episodes on YouTube. And then I kind of carried over and did this just for fun. Characters made out of light bulbs. I was really wanting to do something with light bulbs, so I created all these characters. And I actually ended up painting this painting, which is also on my channel. It's in a multi-painting video. I don't remember which one it's in, but this is now a painting. But I just really wanted to do something with light bulbs. This is like an owl wearing some goggles. And I was kind of playing around with some more ideas. A butterfly dragon. I did a little not so satisfied face because I was not so satisfied with my drawing here. Some glass bottles in a windowsill and a cornflower. This was another gouache painting video, and I love this sketch. I love this sketch more than my painting, actually, mostly because I'm kind of terrible with gouache, so I just didn't like how it turned out. But I love this picture of a little girl pulling up like weeds, and she's pulling it up and looking down in the hole and seeing something. And over here I was kind of like playing around with the character, her as a character. This is what I always used to draw like in high school and stuff on just a piece of paper. For whatever reason, I would always draw this, so I was kind of like playing around with the idea of her turning into like a character, and I really kind of like how that turned out. This is also her on a bunch of different adventures. There's her taking the weeds back and planting them in a pot. And then looking at her reflection. I love this tree. It's really like scruffy tree, but I love that tree. And then I did the carousel, which I made a painting of this. And for this painting, I only used a palette knife to make it. One of my favorites, and I also have a video painting this. Here's where we start getting a little bit more colorful. I kind of left the ink pen behind because it was a little bit boring for me. Also, I had gotten these watercolor pencils, and I just really wanted to start using those and being able to put color on here really easily. This is my hand. I think this was a picture from Pexels or Pinterest, one of the two. I'm not sure what this is. It's not a cat, I know that, but it's some kind of like lemur or something. Not a lemur, I don't know what it is. It's something. And then over here, I drew a turtle, and then I drew kind of a more sketchy turtle. And I have another video talking about inspiration and where you get ideas from, and this is definitely something that morphed into an idea. Just some trees and a boat. I was just kind of playing around with scribble marks. And I love this page. I love this page so much. This is a picture from Pexels of a donkey. This is actually from a picture that I took of some weeds that were really pretty. And I really like how they turned out. And I like how he turned out. But I was practicing with scribble marks, and I love this one. This is a combination of two pictures that I took on vacation, and I love how that turned out. I wish I could frame this. Then I was messing around with just some kind of dumb ideas. A beatboxer, and then Velociraptor. He's a Velociraptor lobster. I don't know. Don't ask. I don't know where my brain went, but it was like, yeah. Another idea for a painting, which is this big fish tank with a bunch of fish, but it's also got like a landscape inside the fish bowl, and then a person at a desk. And that was one of those ideas that just randomly popped up into my head. Garden art challenge that I made a video of, and I was just kind of practicing before I painted it. This is just some scribbles and some colors. I actually did this picture first, and I liked this plant so much that I did a bigger version, and then I actually made a painting of it. But I love the painting that I did, but that's also a video on my channel. This is my 2-minute, I think it was 2-minute drawings. So it's like doing warm-ups, and you get a reference photo and you only have 2 minutes to sketch it out. And then I went back on top of it with water because it was these watercolor pencils. But originally I just sketched them out really quickly for 2 minutes. Same thing here, more 2-minute sketches. This, okay, so I didn't mean to skip a page, but this was my attempt at doing Inktober. I was like, I'm gonna do monsters for Inktober, and like each day is gonna be a different monster. And I started doing it, and I quit doing it. I quit doing it because I lost interest very quickly. And also it's like I wasn't using prompts. I was trying to come up with my own monsters, and that was just, it was too much of a headache to try to think of something and sketch it out every day. So I quit my Inktober, and I didn't do it. But that was supposed to be Inktober. Probably a good thing that I didn't, because these are pretty weird. Then on this day, I was doing some scribbling, and I created Crocoduck, which I have another video where I painted Crocoduck, so he's now a full-size painting. And then this turned into a painting, and I was just playing around with more ideas for that bird. This is all watercolor pencil. I just didn't put the water on it. Here's more Crocoduck ideas. Got him hatching out of an egg, and a butterfly, and him sitting in some water. So these are all kind of ideas for future paintings that I'll probably do. And then this was another, so I quit my first attempt at Inktober, and then I tried to do this one because I tried to use an actual Inktober prompt list. So some of these were like, I was gonna do one page that was all the prompts of Inktober. I think one of them was like drip, trail, and I don't know, spider. I don't remember the prompts. If I remember the prompts, I'll put them up here real quick so you can see what the prompts were. But several of these were prompts, and then I quickly gave up because I was like, some of the prompts were kind of weird. And here's where I get into my scribbly flowers. So I did some cornflowers, and then these. This is all watercolor pencil. More flowers, watercolor pencil. Here's another one of Crocoduck. This was me trying to really narrow down my color choices for my big painting that I did. Another watercolor pencil drawing. More flowers. More scribbly flowers. And this one is actually turning into a painting as well, but I'm not done with it. Another idea for a painting. This is another painting that I did. I have a video where I created 8 canvas paintings, and this was the last one that I did, and it's a flower. I titled it Something Special, so y'all can go back and watch that one if you haven't seen it. This is another painting that I started. Then I have some more random doodles. I think these were supposed to be like Christmas balls, like clear Christmas balls, and I was gonna stick flowers in each of them with their stems all kind of, but I just never finished it. More flowers. This is actually ink tints. I was testing those out, seeing how I liked them. This is also an ink tints sketch that I did. And this is watercolor pencil. This is, I got asked to do a art commission of a pet portrait, and this was me kind of sketching out the picture to see if I could even do it. Because I was a little worried. I actually have a video about art commissions. More flowers. I really like doing like really scraggly, sketchy flowers. This, I'm not sure which way this is supposed to go. I think I turned it all different ways when I was drawing it, but I really like these blue flowers. And here's where I got my Stabilo Woodys. So I was trying out my Stabilo Woodys. These are just random things that I wanted to draw, but I just didn't know what to draw, and mindlessly doodling. So I did a video on New Year's, and it was like a snowy scene that I did with a palette knife. And it kind of looked like this, but it was a little bit different. And I was trying to play with that idea if it wasn't snowing, and it was kind of in a misty forest. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do a larger painting of this. This was just playing around with my Stabilo Woodys. More just playing around with shapes and the water and how the water kind of bled. This is something that I'm going to do for my mother. She wants a tree that's kind of like blowing in the wind, and I was just kind of playing around with colors and, you know, composition. I'm sure it's gonna look nothing like that, but it's just kind of a starting point. This, oh my gosh, I love this so much. Those of you who've been watching a lot of my videos will know that I did some square cows, where I just did some squares and then I turned them into cows. Well, I was playing around with turning more square things into animals, and so I did these pigeons. This is also Stabilo Woodys, but oh my gosh, I love these pigeons. And I love that square idea. So there's a lot more in this sketchbook where I've done that. These are just some flowers, playing around with colors and stuff. This I did a video, and I was just trying to, the video is kind of about like how to get started just doing something, like momentum will get you doing something, and I kind of started with these squares, and then I ended up doing like a full scene out of it. This is supposed to be looking out a window, like the window is opening, and I guess there's like a pond or something, but I was just kind of doodling. Here's more Crocoduck. I was enjoying painting him so much that I just really wanted to scribble him out some more. These are some flower studies. These are the Stabilo Woodys. I just did not put water on them because I really liked how they looked. And these are actually some flowers that I got for my birthday. This is watercolor pencil. And this, oh my gosh, so this is like copper paint. And hopefully that comes across. Like this is a fire, like a bonfire, and I use the copper paint on it. I love how it looks. It's like, it actually kind of looks like there's a fire, and this is a lantern. But I was just kind of playing around with the colors because I got some tubes of paint for Christmas, and I just really wanted to like swatch them out, but then I ended up making this, and I just kind of love how that copper looks. I got to use that in a painting. This page I love. I love this page so much. So I did this one first. These are actually Inktense pencils, and then I did this one with the Stabilo Woodys, and this is another square cow, but he's like a close-up version, and I absolutely love this, and I wish this was a painting because I love it so much. That's the risk sometimes with like doing stuff in sketchbooks. It's like sometimes you make stuff that you just like this. I love this one too. I love this tree. I love the colors. This is also Inktense. I was messing around with those. And then I did some square grapes, which didn't really turn out very well. Then I did some underwater. This fish, I don't know what happened to this fish's face. Then I did kind of a square tiger. And then I did my square pigs. My square pigs. I love the square. I love everything that I'm doing that's square, and I think I'm just gonna keep leaning into that and making that kind of thing because I really just love how they look. So then I did a square tree, and for these I actually got like 3 of the Stabilo Woodys, and I kind of like did squares like that. That was pretty fun. A square bird. This is also Inktense. And this, I was kind of playing around with a gradient sky. I was gonna add to it, but I just didn't. And I did some more flowers. More flowers with ink tints. I really like how they're all kind of scribbly. And this guy, I love this guy, this lizard guy. What are they called? I forget what these are called. Put it in the comments. I forget what these are called. Hopefully one of y'all will know. They're those awesome lizards with the like round eyeballs. In case you can't tell. This is a red tree. And this was actually me looking at my Christmas tree, because we have like I call it like an ornament tree, because it's not really bushy. It's just kind of like, it looks like a frozen stick tree with a bunch of sticks off of it, but I was just kind of looking at that and then sketching it out. And then this one, playing around with gradients and everything with the ink tints. And then I did some boots because for my birthday, I went to the Van Gogh immersive experience, or I think it was called something like that, where they basically had like projections of all of his work and stuff. And at the end of that tour, they had like a gift shop area, and they had this book. The book's over there somewhere, so I can't go get it because I'm kind of trapped right here while I'm doing this. But anyway, in the Van Gogh book, there's all these pictures of paintings and sketches that he did of shoes, and I just really liked them. So this is straight from my brain, just random thing. And I tried to make it look kind of like old. This is a bag of coffee and a coffee mug. And this is a hermit crab. I love hermit crabs. They're so cute. And I love the colors that I used. And this is it's a little too zoomed in, but I found a picture on Pexels of a crab, because Van Gogh also had like a crab that he did, and I really liked the painting. So I was like, I want to draw a crab. So I looked up a picture and I really roughly sketched that out. I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell that it's a crab. It kind of looks like a bunch of lines if you don't know what it is. But hopefully it translates a little bit. And then I did a vase of flowers. This was another reference picture from Pexels, but I kind of changed it around a little bit. And last but not least, this is the ink tints again. Kind of tried to do that square effect, and I'm really liking the ink tints. I want to get like a bigger set of them, but I have so many water soluble things that I kind of need to, work on those first. Eventually, when I need more materials, I would like to get more ink tints. I really like how vibrant the colors are. So that is it. These are my coffee stains. It's a pretty chunky sketchbook. And this is like 60 pages, so you get a lot out of this sketchbook. A lot of things I still want to make paintings out of. So I highly recommend just getting a messy sketchbook, scribbling stuff out, because you never know what you're gonna come up with. And I feel like I have come a long way, like from the start, where I was like really trying to draw and be precise and kind of learn how to draw. And then it just morphed into all of this. I love all my square creatures. I'm definitely gonna do more square creatures. And I'll leave it right there because I love this page so much. But I will leave it right there. Hopefully you enjoyed this sketchbook tour. If you made it this far, please leave me a like. It helps out my channel so much, and it means the world to me. And don't forget to check out some of my other videos. A lot of the work that I've done are in other videos that I've done, so give it a look. Go back through my past videos and you'll probably see some of these. And I want to thank all of my subscribers, new subscribers, old subscribers. Thank you all. I love you all so much. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time.